What is your personal opinion about the future of Iran and U.S. relationship?
Well, I think in theory, it ought to work out very well. There's no fundamental reason why the countries have to be at odds. I mean, the United States is. The fact of the matter is, it's not discussed much in the West. Is that for 50 years, the United States has been torturing Iran. First, it was the overthrow of the parliamentary government, the installation of the Shah, the supporting Iraq in the murderous war in the 80s, finally entering the war almost directly with the shooting down an Iranian airliner, then the sanctions, and until today, there hasn't been a moment in which the U.S. hasn't been torturing Iran. Iran has very serious internal problems. Those can only be handled internally. There are the U.S. and the outside world can assist, and unfortunately it hasn't. So there were periods just a few years ago during the Khatami government when the U.S. could have taken a constructive attitude towards Iran, which would have helped the reformists. However, it did the opposite.
Yeah, in fact, they sent a proposal to Bush's administration at the time that they proposed to solve every single issues that they have, and even they mentioned in that proposal that they're going to accept the two-state solution, and that was a very bold movement of that time's administration, but unfortunately it was ignored.
Not only rejected it, it censured the Swiss diplomat who brought the proposals. And right after Iran was quite supportive of U.S. activities in Afghanistan, Iran was rewarded by being charged with being part of the Axis of Evil. So there are and then in fact there were ongoing negotiations between Iran and the European Union for several years on issues of uranium enrichment and so on, and they broke down because the European Union could not live up to its commitment to give a guarantee that there would be no military force used against Iran. The agreement was supposed to include security guarantees, and the European Union couldn't do them, so that collapsed. And there's every reason why those options could be picked up and pursued, particularly because the people of the two countries agree, overwhelmingly in fact. And the idea that there should be a extremely threatening and dangerous conflict when in both countries a large majority of the populations are in agreement is a real condemnation of the way the nation-state system functions.